Without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most crucial tools to possess when outdoors is a survival knife. These tough, multi-role blades can tackle a wide variety of tasks. Not sure which knife to choose? We cover everything from steel to serration, tang, and more. Plus, hands-on reviews of some of the most popular survival blades. And hey, don't just watch, join the conversation. Drop a comment, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. This is the modern Gladius, which quite obviously lives up to its name, translating the historic short sword into a comparatively compact cutting tool for today's users. Virtually all the signature elements of the ancient weapon are referenced here in the modern Gladius. Its blade shape mimics the original, albeit in a much smaller size category, as this is a knife, not a sword. There's also a noticeable taper to the main edges as they move out towards the tip. Both blade flats are embellished with a pair of diagonally fullers, and the entire thing has the usual thick tops powder coat on top to keep the 1095 carbon steel rust-free. At this size, the Gladius blade seems calibrated for self-defense, but also comes across as a good choice for an unconventional yet capable outdoors tool. A suggestion that seems reinforced by the fact that the Kydex sheath comes with a dangler carry option. Perhaps my all-around favorite survival knife, the Joker Nomad, is a plain-edge survival knife made from Bowler N695 stainless steel. Joker has built the Nomad to be a beast of a knife at 9.75 inches long with a blade length of 5 inches, weighing a mere 10 ounces. The Nomad not only fits comfortably in your hand, but also possesses sufficient heft to withstand substantial use and abuse. The cutting performance of this knife is absolutely fantastic, making quick work of just about any material you might need to slice or chop through. With that said, the knife is not really designed or balanced for chopping use, but it works adequately for that and perfectly for batoning wood. Whether you're using it to cut through hardwoods or even treated lumber, the Nomad's up to the task. The thoughtfully designed micarta handle accommodates medium to large hands with ease and ensures your hand stays safely away from the blade. Completing the package, the Nomad comes with a genuine leather sheath. There are some things that no picture could ever do justice. The SE Junglus is one of those things. Words cannot describe the feeling of immense power when you hack through a thick branch. It's big, it's tough, and it's ready to tame the wilderness. The blade is a long drop point made in a .188-inch thick piece of 1095 high-carbon steel. It does two things well, chopping and batoning. You can span large logs with this knife and beat the Junglus through pretty much anything. The handle of the Junglus is simple, but it's done right. The scales are two large slabs of canvas micarta, which provide good grip and durability. Extra steel protrudes from the pommel, and you can use that to crack nuts or the skull of a zombie invader. The original Junglus now sees service with counter-narcotics operators, adventurers, and woodsmen globally, but is still a behemoth with a 10.375-inch blade. The more compact Junglus 2 model, like the SE6, is a great all-around tool that blends survival, hunting, camping, and tactical applications perfectly into one great-looking package. If you choose this one, I'd pair it with the smaller knife. Whether you're a wilderness explorer, a survival guru, or simply seeking a reliable knife for everyday use, the Gerber Ultimate Survival Knife has got you covered. This knife is loaded with innovations. Equipped with a half-serrated drop-point blade, this knife ensures optimal edge retention while effortlessly cutting through ropes. And that's just the beginning. It boasts a stainless steel hammer pommel, an emergency whistle, a sharpener, and a fire starter, making it the ultimate survival companion. Survival optimized? You bet. Encased in a durable nylon sheath, this knife comes complete with a built-in sharpener. And the included fire starter locks into the sheath for convenience. And here's the best part, all this power can be yours for a mere $34. That's right, the Ultimate Survival Companion comes at an unbeatable price, making it accessible to all adventurers, from novices to seasoned experts. This multi-function survival tool has been so well thought out that it can be adapted to such tasks as trail clearing, fire prep, and even shelter building. But the Woodmans Pal also excels at self-defense. It's the one tool on this list that we say has been used by American soldiers in war. The main blade on the tool is great for chopping, splitting, and trimming. This makes the Woodmans Pal awesome for prepping anything from kindling to larger pieces of wood for fire. The sickle hook on the back of the tool was great for shaving, pulling, pruning, and cutting. But the Woodmans Pal isn't just about pure raw aggression, processing, and demolishing. It's also got quite a bit of safety baked into it. Take the leather-banded handle that's surrounded by a steel handguard. The leather conditions to a point where your hands wouldn't slip from it unless you let go. The handguard keeps your knuckles safe while you're slashing and chopping. Then there's the round toe at the front of the blade. This is so you don't cut yourself if one of your wild swings misses its target. Additionally, the notch in front of the sickle hook was added to make sure your hand doesn't slip into it. If the Woodmans Pal was sufficient enough to be given to soldiers in World War II so they could survive in battle and beyond, we think that's good enough for any one of us looking for a few days in the outdoors where our biggest enemy might just be mosquitoes. Sometimes you buy an outdoor survival knife because it outperforms everything else. Sometimes you buy because it's just so cool. That's the case with the Tops Brothers of Bushcraft, a knife that's heavier and thicker than an SC4 and about twice as expensive. Man, do we love it. Apart from the fact that it looks incredible, what makes this knife so much fun to use is how well it can be used for chopping and batoning. The Scandi grind bites through the wood as if it was nothing, while the thickness of the blade and the heavy weight easily split small logs and branches. This is the definition of a beater knife, a tool that's made to take all the abuse you can throw at it and simply shrug it off. The heavy weight for its size can make it a little uncomfortable to carry on your belt for long periods of time, which is why the BOB comes with a modular Kydex sheath that can also be carried horizontally, scout style, to better balance the weight. Its size will also affect how long you'll be able to use it for bushcraft before it starts to tire you out. It's also really expensive, costing $285. In that price range, there are definitely other alternatives you could find that perform just as well, have better steel than the BOB's 1095, and weigh less. Still, we struggle to think of a knife that's so much fun to use around camp. Even when considering its drawbacks, the Tops BOB is an extremely efficient survival knife that's just too awesome to skip. This tough and versatile fighter knife is one of the biggest, meanest defensive pieces from Medford Knives. The USMC Fighter is designed to survive even the harshest situations and is intended to be the ultimate survival and battle tool. The expertly heated 6.7-inch full tang long blade is a 1/4 inch thick and made out of S35VN steel. The blade features a modified drop point, bringing rigidity to the tip of the knife. A ball-cut fuller adorns the blade, riding down the length of the knife parallel to the spine to the guard. It features textured G10 scales for increased grip in forward and reverse positions and for positive purchase during hard cutting tasks. Neatly tying the package together is a full titanium pommel designed for crushing and striking in close engagements. The USMC Fighter comes with a durable Kydex sheath that's designed to protect the knife when not in use. This bad boy has a whopping MSRP of $542. Tops Knives has roots in the military community, and this knife is as prepared for anything as a Special Forces soldier. On the surface, the Tops Kuma Takri looks like any other large survival knife, but there are lots of little details that make it incredibly versatile and effective in the field, such as dual spindle sockets for making a bow drill for starting a fire. There's also a small pry for scraping and lanyard hole at the butt of the handle. Another smart feature on the blade is a partial back edge for reverse swings. This secondary edge will naturally see less frequent use than the primary edge and thus can serve as a backup sharp edge if the main edge becomes dulled and field sharpening isn't feasible. This is a sturdy survival knife with a substantial 7-inch blade. Everything about it looks like it'll stand up to some serious use, and it does. Its full tang frame is built out of 1095 high-carbon steel with a thin strip of black linen micarta handle for weight reduction. The belly of the blade is deep for chopping firewood and shelter building. The blade also features what the designer calls shark tooth serrations for blocking, ripping, and tearing bush, cord, or anything that gets in its way. For a powerhouse like this, there's really not much more I could ask for. Maybe S35VN or even just Nitro V version would be icing on the cake. This knife is so full of American testosterone that my beard grew 2 inches just by looking at it. Crafted out of a heat-treated top-notch 440C stainless steel, Tusk is 12 inches long and 0.2 inches thick, offering a perfect balance between strength, hardness, and wear resistance. After being laser cut, the blade is hand-sharpened and polished to achieve a mirror-like finish and rounded edges in the finger choil and the micarta handle. Now for the coolest part. When you remove the handle, you can access various tools such as a 9-hex wrench set, spear holes and notches, quarter square and bit drive socket, and a 5-inch ruler, Even better, the Tusk Knife comes with a leather kydex sheath, fire starter, sharpening stone, and some paracord, so you should be ready for any survival situation. This survival machete takes the original Soviet Special Ops design and improves the functionality. The Spetsnaz survival machete features a full-profile tang and contoured hardwood scales for superior comfort and balance. This machete means business. It's thick, tough, and up for everything from light chopping to heavy-duty digging and even emergency sawing. The carbon steel blade is a whopping 3/8 inches thick, giving you the weight and sturdiness you need for any task. And let's not overlook the thoughtful details. There's an integral thumb rest with a nifty nail puller slot. This survival machete comes with a nylon sheath that has leather trim and 2 belt loops for tip-up or tip-down carry. Survival knives come in many shapes and sizes these days, but history has selected a handful of designs that stand the test of time. One of them is the kukri, a knife that got its start in Nepal. Fast forward to today, the Odins Toothpick updates the kukri as a modern tactical and survival knife. At 15 inches overall, the Odins Toothpick is a formidable chopper. The 9.84-inch blade of this knife is crafted from 0.39-inch thick 9CR18 stainless steel with a rust-resistant coating. At 42 ounces, the knife bites in deep and hard, consistently discharging large chunks of wood with each blow. It has a forward-weighted tendency, though not as much as some choppers or even a traditional kukri. However, the blade curve accentuates swinging power and presents the edge at an angle in relation to the target, so the knife shears on contact. The ultra-ergonomic handle is machined black G10 fastened by 3 Torx head screws. The grip features an integral front guard and a flared butt to prevent backward sliding of your hand. Moreover, the knife comes with an expertly designed kydex sheath. The rig's leather dangler attachment permits the heavy knife to swing and pivot freely on your belt in response to your movements, being accidentally snagged on brush, etc. Having the knife swing freely makes it more comfortable to carry. For over a century, SOG has been crafting quality blades and tools offered at a fair price. And a fantastic example of the Texas outfit's modus operandi is the Jungle Primitives machete. Spanning 15.3 inches overall, this USA-made machete features a 9.5-inch partially serrated blade that's positioned opposite an offset tool sawback spine. A design that's been brought to life in a powder-coated 8CR13 MOV stainless steel construction. It's a short and handy tool that cuts through brush both thick and thin. Some people hate serrations, some people love them. This knife has them. The serrations on this knife are a little deeper and more aggressive than most that I've seen, and they cut cordage and rope with ease. Moreover, the sawback allows you to chop hefty branches and wood. The Kraton handle, it's extremely comfortable and helps you resist hot spots, blisters, and sore hands after a day of chopping. The compact size also makes it relatively easy to carry and pack in and out of the great outdoors. When it comes to bang for your buck, few survival knives offer as much as the Schrade SCH52 Frontier. Much of the credit here goes to the simplicity of Schrade's design. The entire knife is composed of a single piece of 1095 high-carbon steel with 7 inches dedicated to the blade. The thermoplastic elastomer handle is beautifully textured with a hooked pommel and finger guard keeping your hand in place. There's also a nice patch of thumb jimping up top and a generous forward finger choil. All of these features result in a wealth of possible grips, making the SCHF52 a surprisingly versatile tool. It weighs in at a neat 1 pound, allowing users to put some force behind their cuts. Beyond the knife itself, the SCHF52 comes with a comfortable sheath, complete with a pouch containing a ferro rod, striker, and sharpening stone. That essentially makes this a complete survival knife kit for less than half the price of some of the more premium models on this list. Alright, if you could only have one knife for the rest of your life, which knife would you choose? How about this? We've made your decision very easy. Crafted from rugged, edge-retaining, high-carbon steel, the MSK1 by Ultimate Survival is more than just a knife. It's a complete multi-scenario adaptable and versatile system that conquers every challenge. The MSK1 empowers you with interchangeable handles, sheets, and add-on kits to customize your gear to fit any need. The adaptable carry sheath kits redefine convenience and functionality. And guess what? Every MSK1 comes with an exclusive 20-item handle survival kit, ensuring you're prepared for anything that comes your way. The price for this survival kit? $349. This guy right here is the perfect combination of precision and ruggedness. With its 6-inch cutting edge, this powerhouse is designed to handle numerous tasks flawlessly. From chopping to batoning and general cutting, it excels in every aspect. The radiused handle edges ensure comfort even during prolonged use, while the large choil provides superior control for delicate tasks. Transform it into a versatile chopping tool by simply batoning it into a stick and securing it with paracord. The Iron Forest Jack comes with a Kydex sheath for secure storage and super easy access. No need to worry about losing this gem. Now you might be wondering about the price, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. The Iron Forest Jack multi-tool is only $200, a steal for such a high-performing companion.